Oh shit, we smash ultimate in this bitch. Everyone is here.
Everyone is here.
Holy fuck, young Link finally got here.
Fuck you.
Hey, you're top tier, what are you fucking whinging about?
Is Young Link actually top tier? I don't know. The only top tiers I know are Roy, Pyra, fuck, who else is top tier? Little
And
Mac.
only in 2008. Also BNF, only in 2014.
Only in 2014.
No, 2015, actually. No, 16, fucking. Smash 4 didn't just last for like
Smash
1
4
month.
was weird. It feels like it lasted for like 2 years longer than it did.
It doesn't shock me the teenage boy thinks Pyra and Mithra are top tier.
I'm just saying, looking
I don't know.
at tournament. If we're looking based off of performance in a tournament, don't you dare clip that. I'm not making a good case for myself now, am I?
Not really, no.
But you do agree that Smash is the reason that Mithra actually has a decent design now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't deny it.
He's in
I
the
hated
clear,
her
boys.
design.
Okay, yeah, like they took like a fucking 3 out of 10 design and made it 10 out of 10 just by giving
Just
her
by
fucking
giving her
leggings.
leggings and covering up the booba.
Exactly, like.
Go on, Ninja,
completely
tell us
fixed
how
the
much
color
more
balance.
sexy they'd be if they were pigs.
What the fuck?
You weren't there.
Yeah,
I want
I
that,
don't think I
man.
want to have been there. You see, if I was a complete fucking bore, I could say an event hub, Pyra and Mithra are ranked number 3 for this, but that's when you tell me just to shut up.
I love you and all you guys. I mean that literally play the third game.
Yeah, no. He actually meant it. Polyamory fucking wins. Even if it's technically two halves of the same person.
Yeah, they're different people now.
Yeah,
So I was gone for that whole conversation. What the
That
fuck are you talking about?
My DID is so
Xenoblade.
powerful it became a separate entity.
Xenoblade, basically.
Oh.
By the way, we
Why
never
did-
learn about Mithra's daughter.
Why did I just get a fucking notification on my phone just saying suts?
I mean, all you had to do was tell me that fucking... All you had to do was tell me that fucking, like, Xenoblade has a moment where a girl just goes... Dog mode.
That probably does happen like a stage, but to be honest.
That's what sells them.
I'm just like, yeah, you...
100%.
Yeah.
Was that a gun?
No, I think it's a can of Pepsi.
You bet your goddamn ass! I got me a strap right here, buddy!
I like how Sozo was on a whole ass rant.
Sozo gets furious and loads a fucking Glock.
Must have said it Sozo with a Glock.
That motherfucker got tired of our bullshit and loads a 5.7 with religious intent. He is not fucking around.
I'm gonna give you all a biblical level of retribution.
The fact that you've got replica written on the side of your guns, and the fact that I've got Desert Eagle .50 written on the side of mine. I love Snatch. It's such a good movie.
Sozo, you're not wrong. That does sort
That
of
was
happen
not a
once.
man's last words.
Oh my god, this is only going to go. Obsidian, what the fuck?
I mean, Sozo's going to be proving it wrong, so am I wrong? For
Yes?
some part of Xenoblade?
Yes, actually. No dogs die.
That's in your opinion.
Children die, but not dogs.
What? What were you going off about?
Never mind.
No, motherfucker, I want to see. What the fuck are you talking about?
Look in the chat. It's a Xenoblade spoiler, probably.
Well, there is that one dog girl that dies.
Yeah.
Bro, why are you
Also
playing in
Fiora.
Persona 6 spoilers, dude? What the
on.
fuck, man?
Oh, fuck.
Ah, finally.
Also,
This
that's
is,
that's what happened to Koromaru.
I was gonna say, this is the edit that they're gonna make to the answer DLC.
Make people hate it even more.
POV just after the Junpei and Koromaru fight.
No!
When he does die quickly, so.
No, someone needs to edit that!
Femc is now a dog.
Ah!
You're not wrong. No, I mean serious, because like okay, they're doing a fucking Persona sale on Steam right now, and guess what? The one game that's not being discounted is.
P3P.
Yes. What?
Fucking
MC, what the
portable.
fuck did you do?
You
Atlas
were
is
born!
Atlas is tired of all the fucking insane MC stands going, she's not in reload, I'm not gonna buy it.
Why is Persona 5 still $60 fucking dollars?
Why is Black Ops 2 still
$60
$60
fucking dollars?
Honestly,
Wow,
actually, yeah,
someone's
Black Ops 2 is way more
fucking
egregious. Black Ops 2 is way more egregious because Persona 5 at least came out this decade on PC.
This decade, you're not gonna. That's not gonna have much water in about 2 years, dude. It's
No, I
not
mean,
gonna
the
have
last
much
10
water
years.
in about 2 years, dude. Because it came out in 2016.
Oh,
No, I'm talking about the PC version. Now, I can understand it being
His
that on
last words
PC. 'cause
were-
it's a-
Joe Mama.
Fuck! So, why'd you have to say that? That game came out when I was in 4th grade. I'm gonna graduate this year. Fuck!
Dude, it came out when I was young. When I was still young, dude, you were in your 20s. I was not a decrepit old man by then.
My guy, you aren't even 30 yet.
And yet, I
All right,
feel
at
like
least-
I'm 60.
At least Thomas gets the excuse of being 30.
At least Arashi has the excuse of being 30.
Yeah, give me about 2 months. It'll be 31.
Aw, poor guy.
Oh no!
Everyone here like straddles the line between like Boomer and Zoomer.
I know, that's the scary part.
You know, we may as well be fucking boomers. We might as well be fucking boomers at this point.
Yeah, no,
Booming is relative.
and I'm the fucking Zoomer that you all hate, yet still keep around.
You are the
It could be
only
worse.
person in
Could
this
be a Gen
group.
Alpha. Could be an
You're
Alpha.
the only person in this group that legitimately is the reason why I haven't posted no minors. I'm waiting to the day this year so that I can change it.
It's that fucking image of Tobey Maguire, I think, Spider-Man, where he's fucking holding the train.
So if you ever get into digging in that ninja, we can officially call you an of-age minor.
Just make it a rule. No minors except Ninja. He's cool.
Just this SpongeBob.
Well, actually,
meme.
no.
All right, everybody, get the fuck out of here.
Just
Actually, no, not.
Except you, you stay.
Actually, no. I know, knowing you, it wouldn't be because he's cool. It's because he's a bitch.
Ninja, you need to commission Sozo to make your avatar, but just put like a fucking construction helmet on it.
Oh, bro, I can do that for free. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, I don't know if you.
Just like Photoshop it on.
I will give him the Mega Man construction helmet.
Yeah, like on the little fucking
Yes.
robots.
Ah, yes, the ultimate weapon.
Welcome to Bistro Winter, where we like cunt. That's the intro, right?
Don't edit it.
I mean, I think we can all agree on that. Why to get quiet?
I don't know.
We're all
You know,
good.
I'm
Zozo.
tempted after what you were saying to say, change my motto from "Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cafe Autumn, where we don't care who you are as long as you're not a cunt," to "Hello, and welcome to Cafe Autumn, where we don't allow fat chicks on top."
Damn!
No
God.
fat chicks on top. It's just a fucking no fat chicks at night.
I didn't say I'm
Oh,
above being a
God.
hypocrite. I didn't say I'm above being a hypocrite.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
last
you just
time
said
we
that.
did God, I got dementia.
Anime. All I know is you guys did anime dads.
Yeah, anime dads, and I didn't invite you because obvious reasons. No, we did anime moms, and I invited you for obvious reasons.
What do you mean by that?
What the fuck do you
Oh.
think I mean by that, bitch?
You.
No, you didn't. Come on, Ninja.
I think I got invited, but I think I was asleep, so that put a damper on it.
I know why he didn't do it. Because he thinks
What
he's a funny
opinion?
little
What
bastard.
opinion am I going to get from you when half of the time, or at least 90% of the time, you're going to be, "Ah, man, I wouldn't know because I didn't know mine."
You're right, and that's the worst part.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say shit. Except for Hughes from Fullmetal Alchemist, top tier.
But yeah, we're doing anime mom, so the rules are pretty much the same as last time. They just gotta have characters have to be included in an anime. So any specific manga-specific characters that didn't show up in an anime, we're not doing. Sorry, Smug, we're not doing Yuzin from Rosary of Vampire. Parents not involved in kids at any point, basically dead before series started, or they weren't involved in the characters' lives in any way, shape, or form. So Dio, as a dad, doesn't count just because he's Gianni's father. It doesn't count.
Yanni, like the fucking voice actor.
Yes.
Holy fuck, you have not seen JoJo before, have you?
That tells me the fuck off! What?
So you're telling me
Fuck off!
Minos is voiced by fucking Dio's son?
The fact you took someone a series that's called
Fucking
JoJo
Joe
from
Pesci
Yanni from
from Joe Pesci from My Hero Academia doesn't count.
This is a great
Sidian, I
start.
just checked the VC chat. What the fuck, Sozo, you have to show that I can't breathe?
You want me to show it? Fine.
the lack of punctuation with text to speech is great.
I will show it.
You fucker. You can't make me cough like this. I just got done with dealing with Rona, dude. If I'm gonna die of laughter and coughing, I want it to be while I'm actually sick.
I mean, he's sick, just not sick in the biological way.
I mean, depends on what your definition of biological is. And sick.
Don't be gross.
Biologic.
It's a physical disability, technically a sickness.
Fucking Obsidian. What the fuck? Why would you put in Persona 6 spoilers here? Why the fuck would you put in Persona 6 spoilers? Why? Why would you put Persona 6 spoilers in my fucking chat?
I mean, we were talking about it earlier. I'm just saying, Persona 3 Reload, the answer isn't out yet. That's what I'm saying.
But anyway, dead before series started, they're never seen story, and if they just abandoned their fucking kids since the beginning, they don't count. Anime not being caught up with the source material does not fucking matter. I don't care. If they're in, they're in. We'll talk about it regardless. Popularity does not guarantee selection. Those who submit entries are, and I ask this because those who submit entries are recommended to join call, Because if y'all are going to be putting JoJo's in here, you're going to have to be in here. Because I'm not going to try and play the guessing game here. With JoJo's Bizarre
fair, for
Adventure
JoJo,
of all things.
To be fair, for JoJo, there's like two options.
There's like
you have
3
there, maybe.
moms.
So, mom.
Yeah.
Because they
One
either
of them dies in the
die
first
or don't
episode.
exist.
Like Suzy Q. I can think of like Suzy Q, maybe.
BBQ,
I guess Josuke's mom, I
Tomoko,
guess.
and Jotaro's mom.
I guess Holly
Holly.
from part 8, but that's a manga thing, so that wouldn't count.
Yeah, but also Holly from part 3. But she's also
Those-
like bedridden the entire fucking time.
The fact that we're the only two who know what we're talking about here, this
I know,
this
right?
may not be the best option.
Oh, I know who you're talking about from part 3.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about part 8.
No, he said part 3. He said part 3.
Well, okay.
There's
So
a lot of
here's the
JoJo
issue with JoJo. Part 7 and 8 are different universes that allude to the original universe from 1 to 6, with characters with either similar or the same name. This is why JoJo's a fucking mess.
There are two different
So
people
anyway,
in this series
today
named
we're
Ghost Kid
talking
who are main
about anime
protagonists.
moms. So let's get on with the first one. Which I'm
That's his
surprised
mom.
how many people actually know this one. Michiko Melandro from Michiko and Hatchin.
Damn.
I'm like the biggest fucking normie in this entire tier list, I swear to God.
Would. Anyways.
Alright, well, Ninja's
Yeah,
giving
fair.
her.
That's gonna
I
be
am
what
would-
90% of these are.
Yes.
That or mommy issues.
So she has mommy issues, or she causes mommy issues?
She's not a great mom. She's not a great mom. She really isn't. Because, mind you, the series starts with her escaping prison, robbing a bank, and then basically kidnapping her unofficially adopted daughter.
Wow, we are off to a wonderful start.
That's the
I see.
first
I
episode,
mean-
by the way. That's the first fucking episode. Now, to
I
be
mean,
fair,
depends on the context.
her unofficial daughter lived in a Christian household, and yes, it was very abusive.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh, so
it's
this is
actually
a-
pretty fucked up.
So this is a lesser of two evils situation.
Kinda, but also, she broke out of prison. She's on the run from the law throughout the vast majority of this entire series. And her kid, she brought her kid to a titty bar once. What? I'm not kidding. She brought her kid to a titty bar. And her kid proceeded to get drunk off of orange juice. She is a, like,
How old is the kid?
7?
Oh, fucking Christ.
Yeah, it's the whole reason she's with is because she's like her on again off again like boyfriend's illegitimate kid who she's trying to search for.
Well, were they male titties or female titties?
Titty bar to the titty bar. No matter where you go.
Titty bar is a titty bar. Yeah, I mean, she does actually. She's not a monster because she does actually care about the kid, but she is. She sucks as a mom, and a lot of the situations, like Hana, her unofficial adopted kid, is put in is kinda her fault. I'm wagering could be worse, honestly. Because,
That's what I'm thinking from what you're
I'm
saying.
saying this because
It could be way
if you
worse.
saw some of these entries, it does get worse.
I also feel like it's not like she doesn't want to do it. It's just like get her in dangerous positions. It's just circumstance.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would say it could be worse. Does anyone object to that?
I don't have any issues with that.
No objection here.
Okay.
I'm just going with what you said, so yeah. My opinion is your opinion, I guess.
This one, I'm just gonna say outright. Cunt.
Evil tier.
She's a cunt. Full on.
She does have to look about her.
This is
Yeah, just that
Cordelia
brain one
Sakamaki from Dialogue Lovers, which, by the way, if you want to know the state of this series, there is a full-on drinking game to this where no, please stop is one of the shot options.
I'm gonna get me a drink.
She is an absolute
You're not
slut.
helping.
Like, non-ironically, she essentially, her kid essentially wants to kill her. Like, she has cheated on her husband with her own kids, I believe. And I even think she did it right in front of one of her kids. Like, she is a pathetic excuse for a mom. She is horrible. Like, there is no redeeming qualities to her whatsoever. Although, to be fair, everybody in Dialogue Lovers is horrible.
I'll just say, I'm looking through their TV tropes page, and the first thing I see is parental incest. That's not a good sign.
Yep. Was not fucking kidding. You thought I was joking. I'm not fucking kidding. She is a...
I saw that right as you said.
Yeah, so all in favor of cunt, say aye.
Punch. Aye.
All opposed?
It's simply country matters.
The ayes have it.
Constable.
Alright, so
Doesn't go off the
next
golf
up,
look that well.
we have yet another pick on the list. This is Nagisa's mom
Kill the
from
bitch.
Assassination Classroom.
If you don't this bitch off the screen right fucking now.
Get
Right?
this bitch off the screen, yeah.
Has, at minimum, one appearance in an episode. And she's one of the worst fucking people. Now, granted, yes, she does go through a bit of an arc and actually tries to change. But that said, she wanted a girl and forced her own only child, which was a boy, to dress like a girl and grow out his hair. Forced him to essentially lay down the foundation of his life and wanted him to basically be everything she wasn't. And again,
So she made him the main villain of Sleepaway Camp?
she is legitimately abusive too. Like, the first time,
Yeah.
the first time
Okay,
in
she
the
pulls
series,
that, yeah, like...
the first time in the series, Nagisa actually doesn't listen to her. She grabs his head and starts moving it back and forth on the table. Like, she is just a woman with absolute, like, anger management issues. She's an abusive mom.
This bitch a
Yeah, no,
groomer.
Yeah, she very much, yeah. She drugged her
She fucking
own
Angela
kid.
Bakered someone.
She
She's in,
drugged her
like,
own
bottom
kid,
tier there.
dragged him
for
to
that.
this. She drugged her own kid, dragged him to the school in the crack of midnight, and tried to get him to burn down the school, just because his teacher disagreed with how she raised her kid. Like,
How do you make Korra Sensei the good guy?
very easy. He won.
I make everybody else horrible.
That and just
Plus, it
have
helps
him
he's
not
gay.
actually kill anybody and be a decent teacher. More of a decent teacher than the actual teachers at the school. But yeah, I would go, okay, she's not on the level of cunt as Cordelia, but
She's still pretty
Second from
bad.
bottom.
I would say
Yeah.
it's either, like, in front of Cordelia or it's worse.
This
Yeah,
poor
it's
boy felt
definitely
like the
below.
only good person in the show, which made it worse.
Yep, it pretty much did make it worse. So I would say right up there with it's worse or right in front of Cordelia.
Mm.
I'd say, like, the psychological stuff you've mentioned, it's like... Honestly, it does sound pretty cunty.
Yeah.
You know what? I will put her right in front of cunt because the way that order goes, it's just the further are you on this
She's
list,
not,
the
she is
more of a
one up
cunt you
her
are.
son, so she's got that going for her.
All right.
Probably.
So, first three are not really great moms. Not a great start.
We already started strong.
So let's go for number 4.
Oh god.
Call me Shuko.
I've heard that she's a really good mom, from
She's
what I can tell.
actually
Yes.
a really good mom.
Yeah.
She is
She's a
the
great mom.
embarrassing mom, but she also she also cares so much about her kids.
Yeah, like...
Mm.
She's like prototypical, good mom, basically.
Yeah. I think
Like she's you'd want to have a mother.
I think the biggest thing I can say about her is that like she is a part of that list of like anime moms where it's just like, no, she's there and she has importance, but it's just like not as much as importance compared
She's a mom.
Yeah, basically a mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not doesn't have much importance compared to the teenagers who are the main characters.
Makes sense.
Yeah, mostly she's a side character.
Yeah.
I'd say she's. Yeah, I mean,
I honestly like, considering how the start of this is, I would honestly put her up at Good Mama.
yeah, I'd say so. I mean,
yeah.
she doesn't do anything bad, like doesn't even do anything questionable. She makes a teenager feel embarrassed, but
I
do you have the slightest idea how?
I
little
mean,
that matters
unless
with
you count a woman saying that she's forever 17 as a bad thing, I don't really think we have much leverage against her.
that's just being that's just being like dorky and endearing more than anything.
Yeah.
I think it's like isn't it like a quirk for like a Japanese voice actress or something? I don't know. I remember reading that somewhere. Anyway.
To be fair, Gyokuro would be here, but someone decided fuck making a good anime.
Look at it.
Essentially, yeah.
Speaking of good anime, Yasuko from Toradora.
Oh my god.
Walking disaster. That is the vibe I get from this.
That fucking bum.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's worse.
She looks like halfway
She
delinquent,
is-
or like was a delinquent when
She's
she was
not
younger.
I will say this. She's not a good parent, but she's a decent mom. Like, she has no idea what to do about how to raise her kid.
She is not.
In fact, like, Ryuji is a better parent than her a lot of times. But she's also, like, she at least tries to raise him. She's a hostess at she's a hostess at like a nightclub, but also when she wants to put her son to college, she starts taking up a second job and working herself to death just so that she can actually get into a college. So she's well-meaning, at least. Smug, I know you've seen this show. I'm gonna let you have the floor, honestly, on that.
Reason I'm thinking maybe it could be better.
Feels like.
I mean, I've not seen it, so that's from what you've said.
Yeah.
I think like the hard work.
Smug
in
is
that
just
you
gonna
can
stay
mention,
silent, like, bitch, I already said everything I need to do.
Yeah, just
I
no.
was just
I
waiting
hate
for
her.
I think she's typing out a soliloquy either.
I know.
You're leaving out the part where she's also an alcoholic and makes Ryuji do everything for her.
Yeah. Yeah, and at the same time, like, again, we already went through 3 other moms who have piss poor track records of parental history. Her trying her damnedest at least to be a mom, but also sucking at it. And not really being, like, the angriest she gets at her kid is essentially when he tries to get a job and essentially wants to go down his own life. And not really go to college. Like, she gets mad because legitimately, he essentially, like, wants to live his own life instead of living the life where she essentially missed out on. A life full of opportunities and everything, and he wants something different than that. That's not necessarily, like, bad. That's not necessarily, like, anything, like, I would say specifically that makes her a bad parent. That's mainly just her lens of parenting. So I would say it could be better, honestly.
Why you booing?
Hey, why you booing me? I'm right!
I think we're seeing some of Smug's privilege show itself.
Right?
Mom privilege.
Yeah.
Look, not everybody can have a happy mom, Smug!
Finally,
Happy
someone
mom.
get
Have you? Have you seen the 2 bottom spots here?
exactly. Alright, so when's Sozo's mom gonna show up on this tier list?
Where did your life go so wrong?
It all started when I was born. Oh fuck! I don't
It's
have the
very-
picture for this one. Really?
Keep doing whatever it is you think you're doing.
All right, let me see if I can remedy this.
Sounds like it's
Actually,
a
in the
smug
meantime,
only
I can pull up another one.
thing a text speech. I'm gonna think it's a different
Hello?
fucking program.
Oh,
We should keep one of them. May as well keep it being the GLaDOS voice.
I know,
This
right?
is the head of the Junoichi family from Summer Wars.
Does
I'm
she have a name?
scared of
or-
a grandma.
She'll
You
beat
should
my
be.
ass and offer me tea afterwards.
Oh yeah, she is the boss grandma.
I played Kiwami too. This is the White Lotus chick.
Mhm.
God, no.
So who here has not seen Summer Wars?
She's an old lady in
I
a piece
know.
of Japanese media. You'd be very afraid.
So I'm guessing. Who here's seen Summer
Don't
Wars?
kill
Old enough.
people
Be
in
afraid of
anime.
the old man.
In a career where they
Be
got
afraid of the
young.
old man in a young man's
Wait,
in a career where the young die young.
Yeah.
Gunsu probably.
okay, so I'll
This
try.
is Mama Aman.
I will try asking this a third fucking time. Who has seen Summer Wars?
I haven't
Me.
seen it yet.
I have, but I think it was like when I was a kid at some point. But I do remember this grandma.
Ah, yeah, she is very, very memorable. So, to those who don't know, yeah, this is the head of the Junoichi family, this granny, and yeah, everybody in her family, in the family, just loves and respects the hell out of this woman. I did put her on this because she legitimately is a mama-san case, like, Wabisuke is her adopted kid. And the thing I love most about this is, like, legitimately, like, she wants to try and love and support her kid Wabisuke so much, and actually, like, gave him money to sort of help him get on his way and everything. And that money eventually led to one of Japan's biggest crises in the movie, Love Machine. When she realized that, without a moment's hesitation, she turned around, grabbed a fucking naginata, swung it at Wabisuke, blade to his throat, said, "On your feet and die like a man." This is a woman who realized she made a grave mistake and tried to fucking take accountability for it.
That is a grandma I can get behind, really.
Yeah.
You know, that's commendable as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking sitting, you said, yeah, must be nice for her. Wish that was same for me.
Yeah.
The driest. Yeah.
I cleared my throat. What do you want me to say?
Like,
Dude, I was thinking more about the fact that the Love Machine wasn't that one toy that Nintendo made back in the 60s?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is.
that's not where my head was going. It's going to the fucking song.
I'm just a love machine.
What was the last name? Fucking Rasputin?
But yeah, honestly, I would put her, like, Dami Mommy. Honestly, like, the first time we see her, it is her gauging the protagonist for how good of a husband he could be. Like, this is a woman who is a take charge woman, and it's fitting considering that that family comes from a long line of women who are take charge.
Exactly.
I would say absolutely.
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Like, dude, like Japan goes into crisis. One of her first things she does is call up everybody she knows to try and help out. Like, this is a woman who can get shit done. So yeah, I would say Dummy Mommy.
Yeah.
All right, I found the picture. By the
That
way.
was like old Peggy Hill.
All right. Now this one's gonna be interesting, but Washu Hakubi from Tenchi Muyo.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Okay, I see where you're going with this.
This one is interesting. It really is. That's like that's all I can say about it because, I mean, she created Ryoko, but at the same time, it's just like the woman is more interested with science than she is with people.
Real.
Mm-hmm.
Raising a kid, I ain't got time for that shit.
Someone's lying with that art, by the way. She's got a C cup.
Now she pats her chest.
It's the angle, maybe.
She pats her chest.
No,
This is Jorian Royal technology, alright?
They can do the impossible.
To be fair, she does look like Baiken. Just give it like a decade and that.
I know, right?
Yes.
I was like, what does she remind me of? And then you said bike. I was like, yeah, no, I see two big
Also, dear God,
similarity.
that's one spiky stuff here. That's one spiky
Just use the arm. Give her like a yukata.
Look, it's
The
half the
town
voice
bacon.
acting like Sonic the Hedgehog.
She's basically the closest thing to a god.
Mm.
Like, it's just
Damn,
like, it's
God is stacked.
basically.
See,
Can you
you
believe
see you
there's
joke
two
ninja,
others?
but you're not far from
Yeah,
it.
like.
Well, she creates life, so.
I don't know. It's like I
This silence got me fucked up.
I would honestly say all right. Because
Yeah.
she's not like
Yeah.
there's a legitimate part of the story where she actually gets a chance to be a mom and she actually pulls it off really well. But
Every
when it
other
comes-
time.
when it comes to her own kid, it's like she's not necessarily too phased about her.
Yeah, it's only because of that whole episode that I'd say all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would honestly say all right. That. Also, she pines for her daughter's lover.
Are you forgetting the part where she literally took on a Black Ops mercenary group for her kid?
In what way?
What has she done recently? I mean, she did save her from Kagano.
Huh?
You don't know?
Which
That's
Kagano
where
are you
his
talking
name
about?
comes from.
No, I never watched.
No,
Remember,
he-
I don't watch anime much.
You
It needs to be
that.
fixed.
You need to fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
legitimately, Kagano, the final boss, gets his name from Kagano, the evil mastermind from Tenchi Muyo.
Look, alright.
Who apparently hated his woman self so much.
Yeah, oh my god, that's right! They imply because of Washu, Kagano hated women so much that the idea of being a woman just split from his personality entirely. That's not even a joke.
Kagato Jirai, right?
Yes.
I don't think he's even tried.
Imagine
This is slowly turning into Shadow the Air Tree from Elden Ring. What the fuck?
It's like, let's say Shao the Hedgehog.
Bro, imagine hating one gender so much you split off by mitosis.
Kindly Kagato.
Now imagine if you just hated Jeremy so much you just do the Virgil Devil May Cry 5 thing.
Oh yeah, where you
Yes,
separate
that's
your
it.
identity.
And it splits it.
You know, I just realized I could have taken the piss and put Black Doom on this now for a mom.
It's V for vagina.
We haven't none of that shit.
I imagine a lot more. I imagine more of y'all probably know this one. I Hoshino from Oshinoko, aka the series that promotes incest.
Bad.
And you
Awful.
bad, but you just unearthed a lot with that image there. Thank you.
Bad.
Truly.
Awful.
Sozo.
I hate it.
Sozo, may I ask, why this photo? Why this picture exactly?
Because
it's
this is
traumatizing.
Because this is the one thing people remember most about I Hoshino. Let's be real.
I don't even watch the series. I can already tell.
Not just incest. Wait till you learn about the other part.
The necrophilia?
What
That's
do you
what
mean
it's looking
learn?
like.
I gave up on that series long ago.
I'm sorry, what about necrophilia?
That's what it looks like. It might be. I'm not too sure. That's a lot
Dude,
of
you
blood.
really need to watch
I just wondering why she looks like she's vibrating incredibly aggressively.
Yeah.
Hey, she just had like 10, 30 cups of coffee and it's starting to get to her.
Just the fucking Bochi the Rock where she's just fucking fattening out on the ground.
So I Hoshino.
You mean the part where a 40-year-old and a 12-year-old reincarnate as siblings and somehow I'm not supposed to find this creepy?
So I Hoshino.
This silence got me fucked up.
So when it comes
I
to
will
her
pass
as
that
a
to the
mom-
higher ups. Parentheses. I do not give a shit.
Bitch, I will fucking server mute you. Don't even test me. So when it comes to her as a mom, she's okay. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe a little too touchy feely.
Mm.
Ninja, you need to watch it. You need to watch the first episode of Hoshinoko.
No. You can't fucking force me.
I will. I will strap you to a chair, fucking go Clockwork Orange on your eyes with water, and make you watch it.
But no, she's fine. She does try her best despite her
She
profession.
tries. I don't know. It's
She has to hide the kids from like everyone because like literally all her fans are literally just like, oh,
I mean, I
parasocial.
I mean, I guess like it is kind of a good thing she was a single mom because their baby daddy is he's a cunt. Anyway,
Yes.
Yeah, moving on.
I mean, like she spends like it's stated that she spent most of her life as an idol, just lying and putting on this facade, and yet you could really tell that her kids actually genuinely made her want to be like genuine, honestly, for at least some moments. Like the fucking moment where they're just at the concert twirling glow sticks. It's like, yeah,
Yes.
even her, she's like actually happy at that.
Yeah.
So I would say, honestly, all things considered, I would say could be better. I feel like it would have hit better if like her kids weren't literal reincarnations of a cancer patient and a doctor that got pushed off a cliff. Yeah, that's how it fucking starts, dude.
Episode 1.
Yeah, episode 1. Like, Ai's pregnant, and the doctor goes out for, like, a smoke or whatever, and then someone who's a stalker of Ai ends up pushing him down a cliff, and he dies. And he gets reincarnated into one of Ai's twin siblings. Or twin daughters. No, twin siblings! Yeah, just twin siblings! Yeah, she gave birth to her brother and sister.
That's how they do it in Alabama.
I think I told you to head off just now. I've got work in the morning.
Alabama.
I probably need to head off, guys. I've got work in the morning. I just kind of realised. So,
Alright.
yeah. Have fun with the rest of it.
I won't, but thank you for trying.
I would honestly
You
say,
will have fun if the last thing we do.
I would honestly say it could be better. But, like, it's...
Yeah.
I feel like if she would have died anywhere else but episode 1, it would have felt like too much of a tonal shift, so might as well rip the bandage off.
Like, okay, it's the fact that this is episode 1... Like, that's where
Oh.
yeah, this is all episode 1. By the way, episode 1 is a full-on movie. Not even kidding.
Oh.
Not even kidding. Episode
goes
1
for at
is
least-
a full-on movie. It's like an hour.
Yeah, it goes for at least
And
an hour.
it covers multiple chapters, and when you realize what it's covering, it's like, yeah, this is something where it's just like, it feels a full season's worth of material in an episode, but the fact that it's it's about an hour long, it's just like, yeah, that actually helps it. And then the rest of the story is around her kids. But yeah, I actually know, I think it's like, she's not a bad mom, but she could be better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Alright, so let's move on to a mom that's actually alive.
Also unrelated, but Kana deserved better.
So let's move on to a mom that's alive. This is Keima's mom from The World Only God Knows.
She's cute.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, y'all think she's cute?
Alright, what's the catch?
Oh, you want to know the catch? Well, let me tell you. So the story begins with Keima, just basically a nerd who is just. I will just say this right now. I think he's the most closest to looking like Ninja. He ends up.
I don't even know what I look like.
Look up The World Only God Knows protagonist. You'll know what I'm talking about. But
All
the Grim
right.
Reaper basically comes and chooses him to basically try and help out girls by basically living his life as a dating sim. Introduces herself to his mom and says,
Here, I'll post it.
introduces himself to his mom and says, I'm your dad's illegitimate daughter. Gives her a letter of introduction from her quote-unquote mom. This woman, soon as she reads the letter, takes off her glasses, undoes the tie on her hair, calls her husband, who's overseas or working, and goes full on, bitch, you want to explain this fucking shit? What the fuck you mean, ask your goddamn crotch? So, the big reveal with Keima's mom is she used to be a biker chick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, alright, actually, okay, that's better. Alright.
And in that
my
moment,
motor's running.
she basically is on the level of, yeah, I'm divorcing my husband, I'm gonna be a single mom to my son and my bastard husband's illegitimate daughter.
Peak.
Dommy mommy. This is a Dommy
Dommy mommy.
Mommy, mommy.
Yes, Dommy mommy.
This is a
Dommy
Dommy
mommy.
mommy.
Also, fuck you, Sozo.
You hate me because I'm right.
I don't wear glasses and I don't have a fucking Kravic.
They hated
Even my
Sozo
dog-
because he spoke the truth.
Smug, why are you only giving me more reasons to like her?
Yep. Ikaru's mom is hot as fuck.
Yeah, no, I
Yes.
agree.
I agree.
Alright, let's bring in someone I think is a little more interesting. Lisa from Ponyo.
Oh!
God, it's
Oh,
been
yeah,
a
I've seen her.
while.
In the Miyazaki fashion, she's a lovable character.
I don't like
Yes.
Ponyo.
Well, we're off to a good start. Lisa, honestly, she is a damn good mom. Like, most of the film is centered on just her raising Sosuke and Ponyo. Like, she is, like, it's one of those moms where it's like, legitimately you look at it, it's just like, I wish that was my mom. Speaking from experience. Anyway.
Real.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, like, legitimately, like, she's a really damn good mom. I don't know what else to say more than that. Like,
Nope, she's a good mom.
yeah, she cooks.
She's a very good mom.
She cooks. She drives her kids to school. Albeit she's fucking crazy at driving, but goddamn, if she ain't on that initial D shit.
I mean, at least it'll be a fun ride.
Yeah.
You guys don't have good moms? Do you need hugs?
No,
My mom,
don't you fucking touch me, harlot.
I would put it a good mama.
my mom's a pretty decent mom.
I love my mom. What are you talking about?
Oh, must be nice.
Must be nice.
Still voted 2 to 5, 3 to 5.
Speaking of moms, Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball.
Overprotective as fuck.
I know.
Overprotective as fuck. But
well, overprotective of Gohan, and then realize I can't do shit for Goten.
Overprotective as fuck, but realize who she's dealing with. She's dealing with a man who has lived on the countryside and never gone to school or anything. And all she wants for a kid is more than that shit. She
got unfairly treated by the fanbase and the story itself.
Especially
She's
in the
essentially
anime.
taking care of 3 kids, if we're being honest.
Especially in the anime, honestly. Because I hate to break it to people, the tutor that whips Gohan is filler. It's not canon.
Damn, y'all really comparing Chi-Chi over filler?
Yeah, most of the terrible shit that they do with both, I think, Bulma and Chi-Chi, is honestly, it is like anime original. They do make these characters worse, but you consider what she does for Gohan. She helps him study, and in his own way, it's just like, when you really consider Gohan's history. I mean, with his dad, like, led to him going into fight after fight after fight and essentially getting traumatized and being scared of himself. His mom wanted him to study and get into school to the point where he actually became a school professor and did good for himself, got married, had a kid. Like, in his own way.
Honestly, it's only because of her that Gohan was even able to become a normal adult like Gohan wanted to.
Yeah. Like, honestly, when you really think about it, I mean, like, Chi-Chi is... Like, Chi-Chi is a really good mom to her kid. And granted, yeah, is she overprotective? Yeah, but when you really consider it, it's just like, what would have been more important? Gohan, a kid that's not even 13 years old, going out to risk his life to fight some world-ending androids and whatnot and everything, and neglecting his own studies like his dad, or actually wanting more for a kid by actually getting him to study and everything.
You do make a fair point.
Fair point.
I think the reason why people just put her down is mainly because she is the prime example of the Toriyama-ism, where it's like, we got married, I put a baby in her, now she just stays at home, cooks my dinner, and uses our kid.
I would be
And also
overprotective too if my kid
me.
was told fight a world-ending alien or else everyone dies.
Like the scene where she has to see Gohan go against Cell, like, that's 100%. Like, I get it. Like, dude, I get her. I get why she's so pissed.
I'd say she's a good mama.
Yeah.
Honestly, she's a very good mom.
And the fact that not only was she a fighter, but also that she also trained Goten how to defend himself. Like, and not only that, like, can we just mention that there were only 2 humans that hit Boo. One was Mr. Satan, and the other was Chi-Chi. And the reason why Chi-Chi did it was because she was believing that her son got killed by him. I would honestly say,
Makes total sense.
like, Dami Mommy. I would say Dami Mommy. And I'm putting
Yeah,
her at
no.
top here simply because she didn't give a fuck that she was gonna die. She was more than willing to give the
There's nothing
magic
more to-
piece of bubblegum a piece of her mind just because she ended up with a dead kid.
Nothing more
Also,
terrifying.
Goku could have killed Cell easily. I don't know why the fuck he didn't.
I think they
He went
did,
out to get
like,
milk.
he did it. He didn't do it because he wanted a fight. This is the problem with Saiyans is that they like Goku's a good person, but dude just like Taka said, just drain the blood out of the back of his head so that he can't think about fighting anymore. Like the moment he gives Cell the sense of being like that, it's a big part of why I think his character is flawed. Thankfully, though, they do actually play into that and say that, yeah, no, he might have that power, but it doesn't matter anyway. Your kid's not a fucking fighter. Now to bring up a personal classic of mine. This is Kosei's mom from Your Lie in April.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I saw a clip of this. Fuck this bitch.
I will just say right now, if you have any doubts of it, the last thing her kid said was, wow, his head was bleeding. I don't care. I just want you dead. Or I don't care. I just wish you were dead.
And that's all you need to know.
Now, when she started out, Kosei's mom actually seemed to be a decent mom, but then she started to get her son into doing piano. And little by little, there were things that were off. Kosei started wearing longer, or not Kosei, Kosei started wearing longer clothing. Said he couldn't go out because he had to practice. And there was this one point where he had a recital and his mom was showing up and he was playing, ultimately to everyone else, he was playing it perfectly. And he was happy. Cut to outside the recital. She's hitting him in public. Getting on his case that he's not playing perfect. To the point where she hits him so hard he's bleeding. Yep.
Yeah, like that.
The fact that the last thing he said to his mom was, I just wish you were dead, and then she died, and that absolutely traumatized him, goes to lengths. Now, in the series, they do show that she did this because she didn't have any time left, and she wanted him to actually be good at piano, but that does not excuse anything of what she did.
I think that makes it even worse.
Yeah. I would honestly argue that it's worse. I would honestly argue that it's worse.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's way worse, because...
Yeah, fuck this
Tell
bit.
me, does that sound familiar in the slightest?
Nostalgia talking. I'm putting her... I'm not gonna put her... I'm
At
putting
the
her above
very
Cordelia,
end.
because Cordelia,
Yeah.
fuck that bitch.
Just die with some grace. Don't traumatize your kids.
Fuck that shit.
Over my dead body!
But ma'am, you are dead.
But I know me, Arashi, and Smug are gonna have quite a bit to talk about this one. Actually, these two. This is Shoya's mom from A Silent Voice.
Okay, she was doing her best, and
Yeah.
yeah, she really was. Bless her.
She asked her own kid, why did you want to kill yourself? Gives a straight answer. Legitimately is pissed off him and threatens to burn the money that he worked his ass off.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this.
Mhm.
Or I've seen
Yeah.
that clip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I know who's next.
Yep. And legitimately, like, she was more than willing to, as soon as she heard what was happening at school, she took out a giant sum of money and gave it to Shoko's mom. And I'll get to it, but yeah, she was willing to do what she could in order to try and raise her kid, but when shit went down and she had to accept responsibility. She took it. I would honestly say, like, if it wasn't for the fact of how Shoya turned out, I would honestly say she'd be up and down mommy, but I would have to say she's a good mom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's a very good mom.
Yeah, very good, ma.
Yeah. That's not the only one on this list because we also have Shoko's mom.
And on the other side of the spectrum.
I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm just gonna say right now. Absolute Dami mommy. This woman. The first time she meets Shoya, after how long since he saw him the first time, goes up to him, slaps the shit out of him, and then takes her daughter in hand and walks home. This woman realized that her own kid was being bullied, and as soon as Shoya's mom gives her the money, takes her elsewhere where their kids concede and beat the shit out of her. She's like, yeah, no, it's not about the money, bitch. My kid is being bullied and harassed. I want retribution.
And by God, I'm gonna get it.
And on top of that, fucking by the third act with Shoko, legitimately, she smacks the shit out of Ueno. This woman, God bless her heart, she's doing everything. I
Mama
just
got
like
hand.
the fact that they were planning like this birthday party for her. The moment she goes in, like she is just no words, just dead ass look at Shoya. Like it's just like if she hadn't been calmed down, she would have taken the blade to him. She would have killed this motherfucker.
That's for cutting the cake.
Turns out that's the alternate ending.
Oh God! I would murder her.
Then she'll be arrested for child murder.
Oh man, it's just like they're really good moms. I just put Shogo's mom above it because she takes no shit from anybody.
So there's one thing I've noticed so far about all the people up in Dami Mommy. It is women who, if you anger, you will feel the wrath of God.
It is the women who are no fucking pushovers. There are women who, they're the women who you will 100% expect to hear lower your voice from.
Exactly.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's fair. They're the moms that get shit done.
I feel like it would have been so easily to make her unlikable and unreasonable.
But now, when your kid is getting the shit out of him, like, suddenly, yeah, that's kind of understandable.
Exactly.
Speaking of, I guess we can keep the Dami Mommy list going because, your Forger from
Yes.
Spy
Yeah.
Family.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
What can we
Yes.
say? Like,
What
the
is there
woman
to
is an
say?
assassin.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Her kid gets abducted. She finds them in breakneck speeds soon and fucking breaks a pumpkin with her bare hands. But
Which that was me.
Hammer serves to be.
like, God, she's insanely hot.
I know.
God, she is killing it with that Virgin Cure sweater. Like,
Help, please.
I'm sorry, there's no help for you.
It's effective.
oh yeah, I am going to put her like in the same line with Lloyd, where like he's a good person. Like, I'm not gonna put her at the top, but she's up there.
It's so funny that both of the parents in this show are insanely hot.
Bisexual stay winning.
Yep.
Yes.
Don't you know it?
The Hades effect all over again.
Speaking of Hades, and that is to say, Smug to Hercules. let's talk about Medusa Gorgon from Soul Eater.
She's a
Swear to God, if you don't...
What you gonna do about it, you big old cunt?
So who here hasn't seen Soul Eater?
I've seen parts of it when I was a bit younger. I remember this character a little bit.
Medusa.
Who?
Yeah.
Okay.
Medusa can actually burn in fucking hell.
Without Ninja, without saying anything, what do you think about this character?
A little too close.
How specifically?
That does not look like the face of someone who wants to be hugged.
We call that in the business stranger danger.
Exactly.
So
Bad
I want
touch.
to tell you
Bad touch.
right now, immediately, in the story, this is the last panel before her own kid stabs her to death. So,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
let me give an introduction to Medusa Gorgon. She had a kid and trained him to be a killer. However, Crona didn't want to kill. So her response, you know what? I'm gonna inject you with a biological super weapon. Oh, you still don't want to kill? Alright, well you can go into solitary confinement with no food or water for several weeks. For several days. Until you finally want to kill. Basically gave Crona Stockholm Syndrome until he finally caved in and started to kill. When she is on her own, on the way to the Kishin, when they were trying to revive it, she tries telling Cyan, hey, I don't know, if you're so infatuated with my kid, why don't you take that thing off my hands? I mean, it's just a child. What good are they? Doesn't even bother to consider Crona to be a person. It's just a thing to Medusa. Because she's a fucking sociopath. In this moment, it was after Crona had committed mass murder. She treated Crona like how a genuine mother would. Crona is a character throughout all of this, was raised to be a killer, doesn't understand anything outside of that. So it goes without saying, Crona doesn't understand what this is supposed to be. And because he doesn't understand anything, he is nurtured to anything I don't understand, kill. This was Medusa's plan. Die by Crona's hand so he could become this monster. She is an absolute cunt.
I should watch Soul Eater.
This is not in the anime. The anime one. This is in the manga. But yeah, the anime is pretty bad. Cause it still makes
That's bullshit!
It still makes Medusa look. It still has Medusa look really bad.
Yeah, I forgot that Soul Eater unfortunately didn't get the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood experience.
She is. I would absolutely honestly say she's worse than Cordelia.
We found the first of many.
And if you can see, that is a picture of Medusa as a little girl. Because if you want to know how worse she is, when she quote-unquote died, she was in a snake form, found a little girl, bit her, and possessed her body.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, she's absolutely a fucked up person. Like, she has no regard for human life.
God damn.
Like, she's an absolute total bitch of a person, like, completely irredeemable. Now for the absolute opposite. Sanai for Glenad. Bless this woman.
Good mama.
It's not
Good
her
mama.
fault.
Good mama.
It's not her fault her kid was terminally ill. Yeah, like, it's like, what is there to say? I mean, she sucks as a cook. She sucks as a cook, but she's a legitimately good mom to her kid. She tries being there for Nagisa. She's a good mom.
I forgot everything about Clan Ad, so you gotta field this one.
Alright. Legitimately growing up, like, her kid, like, their kid was, like, Nagisa was, like, terminally ill. She always had to have, like, medical attention and everything, especially around the winter. They tried to stay home and everything, but when her condition was sort of like, leveled, they figured it was probably alright to at least go back to work for a little bit and then come back. And they came back, and her condition got worse. But she prevailed. And then comes in Tomoya, who has a shit dad, and midway through the story, ultimately comes to the best course of action, where he starts living with Nagisa and her family, and they're actually, like, they're pretty much a second family to her. Like, Sanai basically, literally, is a mom to Tomoya because he ends up marrying her daughter. Yeah, this is a good mom.
Good mama.
This is a good mama.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Clanad is just God hates this family in particular, so...
I personally have to say that ending can go, what the fuck was that ending? Like...
Yeah, I've
what the fuck was that ending? Experience. What the fuck was that ending? Like, just... Like, okay, granted, yeah, I don't like to be... I don't like the fact that the ending was going really depressing, but the fact that it basically just retcons everything... What the fuck?
Just a simple wish and then boom, retconned.
Yeah, it's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go tell Simba from Lion King. You know what? If you wish really, really hard, your dad can come back. What's that? He's not coming back? Well, wish harder, Simba. Wish harder. Oh, I guess you're not wishing hard enough. Your dad's just not gonna come back.
That just sounds like something what Disney would do nowadays.
Yeah.
Imagine saying that to an actual fucking child. Just, your dad's not back, you gotta wish for him. I promise. That kid's not gonna trust anything.
That's almost a plot point in Kingdom Hearts 2, by the way.
So, I thought about not including this one, but considering that she actually does show to be involved in her kid's life later in the story, I did want to include it. This is Nanami's mom from Kami-sama Kiss.
Why does she look like she just got done fighting a bear?
So, out of curiosity, who's seen the series?
I have not.
Thank you.
So,
I have when I was younger.
So the thing about Nanami's family is that they all give birth to women. However, the trade-off being is that they're all cursed to essentially be married into deadbeats. So she ended up dying pretty early on and living with her deadbeat dad. But before she died, she imparted to her kid, lock the doors, don't give your dad any money, and start providing for yourself, and never get married. It's just, believe me, you will have fewer disappointments in life, honey.
This kill her?
You know what, that sounds valid.
She died from, I believe, it was exhaustion or overworking. But she did die early on in Nanami's life, but through that, like, Nanami did take to heart what her mom said and started being more responsible at the age of, I think, 6. But yeah, this woman tried her damnedest.
Yeah, no.
No, yeah, she did. She sounds like she tried her damnedest for this.
Yeah.
I'd say that could be better. Didn't have enough time to.
Yeah,
like,
I would
actually,
say that. Like, I would say high tier. Like, it's either high tier could be better or low tier good mom.
Yeah.
Didn't have enough time to actually spend with her daughter, but at least imparted good knowledge for her.
The more I do these lists, the more I realize just how much fucking anime I've seen compared to all of you. Because
I feel like I. Sorry.
Nah, go on.
Like, I feel like I've seen the least amount of anime out of all of us simply because I cannot sit down to watch something by myself that it's physically fucking impossible, apparently.
Honestly, I've been tempted.
You damn weeb.
Honestly, I've been tempted because I've been tempted to just, like, honestly just start inviting some of y'all to when we watch anime.
Yeah, you really should.
Honestly, like, I mean, like, me and Smug and Rasha right now are going through, like, the new Code Geass sequel. Well, I mean, say right now, but that series absolutely deserves to be binged, so I'm waiting till... it's a confirmation date, actually. There's going to be 12 episodes, and the 9th is coming up this week.
What's this, Mama?
So, this is... Chigusa. This is... from Shakugan no Shana. Yeah. This is the main character.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
I know Smug will probably have a lot to say. She loves Shakugan no Shana.
I mean, she can go off, absolutely. But yeah, I would say, like, she does her best. Honestly, she does her damnedest. Like, Shauna, like, just comes in and ultimately, without even questioning, is a part of the family. Like, she legitimately is a good mom to Shauna.
He's like, okay, so I'm adopting another kid. Alright.
Basically. And, yeah, I would say, I don't think if I recall, I don't remember her being as involved in the story in comparison, but she is definitely involved with the characters' lives, especially with Shauna.
Sounds like a good mom.
Yeah, she is
a good mom.
I don't really have anything negative to say about her, honestly. Like, I mean, I don't have anything negative to say about Shakugan no Shana. This series is one of the series' first major villains is a couple of incest twins. That's who are the bad guys. That's who are the bad guys.
Yeah, she's a good mom. She probably wonders why her son becomes demon rights activist in the 3rd season.
Yeah, that would raise a lot of questions.
And at the same time, you can't help but wonder, you know, I mean, at least he's doing something with his life.
No.
She would question why, but she would support him regardless.
I would put her in good mama.
Good mama.
The final season is a little weird morally.
Yeah, it is. I have to go back and rewatch Shakugan no Shana. It's been a long while. It was surprising that they continued it after pretty much Ocean lost the dubbing rights, though, in the English dub. Yeah, because I think I think that was like one of the last series Canada started dubbing, because midway through that series, Funimation took over.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't Ocean the same studio that did like the original DBZ dub?
Like the Canadian dub.
Yeah.
Where you got to hear
Isn't
Ryan
that
Drummond's
the over 9,000 meme.
Or the Brian
Wait, they had Brian Drummond in it?
Yeah, that was Brian. That was Brian Drummond. You won't escape my wrath!
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The final season's opening theme goes hard as fuck, though.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe it. Ryan Drummond,
Oh, yeah.
well known for voicing the main character in the hit Sega Genesis game, or Sega Dreamcast game Blue Stinger.
I was also gonna say, if I recall. Oh wait, no, it's not Ryan Drummond. I think. Fuck, I'm thinking of Son. It's like, oh fuck. Fuck, who was the Canadian? He played Ryuk. Hang on.
Oh no! Oh fuck! Who is it? Oh god!
Yeah,
no!
right. I'm thinking like, who the fuck is this?
No.
Name? I'm thinking of.
Nice on the tip of my tongue.
He was the funny demon man.
Fuck!
Oh no,
Worst
it
part
is
is my
Brian
mind-
Drummond. Holy shit, I'm right. It is Brian Drummond.
Wait, hold on.
Oh my
So
god.
It was Brian Drummond.
okay. Wait, is Ryan Drummond Ryuk?
Yeah, he's Ryuk. He's Vegeta. Like he's. Dude, they brought him back in Super as just clone Vegeta.
How is he Ryuk?
Dude's got fucking pipes.
Motherfucker goes from chili dogs to what? Actually, I don't think he's...
yeah, this is happening. Yeah.
Motherfucker went from Sonic to Sonic fan.
That's good.
Write the name Light, don't be a woke liberal.
Oh god.
I brought in Smug's favorite, so now I'm gonna bring in one of my favorites. This is Monika's mom from Monika Magica.
Oh no.
This, God bless this woman's heart. She is taking care of 2 kids, a single mom. She drinks, but god damn it, is she one of the best moms out there. Like,
Agreed.
Like, this woman works her ass off. This woman provides for her kids, is just constantly in their lives. The fucking last episode of the anime is when Monika decides to go off on her own during a major storm, and she's not letting her go because, where the fuck are you going? Like, this woman has done everything right. It's just a shame Homura had to be a fucking incel.
Yeah, fair enough. But still,
Is this like manga drama I'm hearing about, or
What, Monika Magica?
like is Hummer, is that like the mangaka, or is that a character?
No,
That is
actual
a
character.
That is a character.
Okay.
In the anime, Homura comes off as sort of the, what am I trying to think of? I don't
The
know.
type of edgelord character.
Sort of, but it's like, I'm trying to think of somebody, like, trying to think of a character who has essentially repeated time. Like, been in a time loop. Trying to think of somebody like that.
The Steins Gate protagonist?
Yeah, I was thinking like Steins Gate.
Yeah, okay, let's go. She's basically a discount Steins Gate character that tries to set everything right by killing Kyubey because, motherfucker, makes a living out of making deals with teenage girls in exchange to be able to essentially doom them for all eternity. Because by making a contract with them, they basically push their own souls into these little gems that, if broken or lost, leaves them as a dead body. Which is something. And also, it's kind of a rigged game because they talk about like magical girls, when they take down witches, you have to like absorb the amount of like grief and take in grief seeds and everything. All of them are basically doomed to die. But yeah, like Monika's mom is that she provides for her kids. She does everything she can for Monika, and like she is legitimately just like, honestly, like the best idea of like a workaholic mom that knows how to make it work. Like a workaholic mom that somehow has work-life balance. I would honestly say, like, good mom.
A good mom with the rarest lifestyle of humankind. Balance.
I mean, it says
Where
something
is
when
it?
you're. It says something when your own child becomes a literal paradoxical god. That was the whole thing. Monica was like, you know what? I want to become someone that basically undoes the consequence of being a magical girl. Dude, that's a fucking paradox, and yet it still works.
I raised her well. And what the fuck is she doing on here?
TTS is back working, and also. I was about to make a Homura incel joke, damn it, Sozo.
I mean, you can still do it.
Also, why does the TTS have to catch its breath?
Look, man, technology's weird, okay?
Also,
do you
this
want me-
woman scares me.
Yeah.
I will get into why I actually think she's a decent mom. Or at least some could be better.
You better have some good fucking logic.
Oh, don't worry, it's do-da-da-da. I do have some good logic.
Okay, because I'm thinking about it and I'm seeing the red eyes and I'm like, okay, let's hear this. Because it's
yeah,
a whole
if you-
thing.
Ignoring the fucking katana?
Okay.
There's a context.
So, mind you, in do-da-da-da, nobody is a good person. Nobody
Okay.
is. Everybody. Dude, the main love interest is a clingy doctor that has been obsessed with a girl for 20 years and even hid information about what she wants for her, and somehow that works.
Little does Ninja know this is not a TTS, I'm an actual AI Skynet program.
You think I didn't figure that out already?
Damn, bro, I'm dating Skynet. The truth should say.
Damn, bro. John Connor, where are you at?
This is Anri Sonohara's mom. So, midway through the first season, they go off about the tales of...
I'm that chick from Ruiner.
So, midway through the season, they go off about a urban legend known as Psycha. Basically, consider it a hive mind. If Psycha cuts you in any way, you are part of the collective. Then there's this whole big search around who has the original Psycha. Like, what does the original Psycha look like? And as it turns out, Anri, the shy, quiet girl with big boobs, actually carries the original Psycha because her mom was the original wielder of the Psycha before her. The reason for this being is because throughout this part of the story, Anri has this vision of a happy-go-lucky family. As it turns out, that is a delusion. Because her dad was a deadbeat who ended up in debt and actually started choking the shit out of his own daughter. And his mom is, Psycha, so she's kind of a, I wouldn't say serial killer, but serial hive mind in a sense. But in her last moments, she killed her own husband to protect her daughter, said with a smiling face and red eyes, "I love you," and then killed herself.
Oh, so she's the swarm that walks from Pathfinder.
Basically.
Well, good thing I stopped doing after like season 1.
This was in season 1, though.
Look, man, all I remember is that Johnny Young Bosch played the asshole.
Oh yeah, how can you not?
Well, yeah, that's
And
what he
Christian
normally
Freeman,
does.
And Christopher Freeman plays the Super Saiyan.
Alright, Johnny Young Bosch playing an asshole is like a fucking sandwich with peanut butter and jelly. That's kind of normal.
But yeah, like when she wasn't a hive mind,
Johnny Young Bosch always plays the asshole. So what does that make Persona 4?
The biggest asshole.
An asshole.
We did watch the same Persona 4. No, we did watch the same Persona 4 anime, right?
He's a fucking asshole in that.
Yeah,
Man,
exactly. Among many things, yeah.
Yet yeah, like Henri's mom, when she wasn't wielding a blade, was actually, honestly, a pretty nice woman, and from the sounds of it, she was actually a decent mom to Henri. Like, it wasn't, like, cause here's the thing, she had this hive mind of a sword with her this whole time. At no point did she ever give it to Henri. At no point did she ever give it to her daughter. At no point did she even cut her. She didn't want to. And she didn't. She killed her abusive husband about to kill her daughter, killed herself in that logic, and Henri, as a response, decided to take up her sword and become the next Psycho. That's what happened. So
honestly, in hindsight, that would make her a good mom.
Yeah, I would say she's a good mom.
I'd say could be better.
I would say low tier good mom, honestly. Because, again, to her credit, nobody in Durarara is a good person. The main character of the story is a guy that would eventually start a color gang war. Not even kidding.
Because why not?
One of the best side characters in the later seasons is a fucking gigolo. That's not even a joke.
The fuck is Durara?
Durara.
Ryogo,
nobody is perfect, but
Ryogo
God forbid we'll find
Narita
somebody worse.
Ryogo Narita has this habit of making stories with people that should be bad people actually having some level of entertainment to them. Like, he's made Bacchanal most notably, but also Deadmau5 Deathplay. Like, the main...
It's sort of like... Go on.
The girl in Deadmau5 Deathplay, the big-titted high school girl, is a sociopath. And she's one of the best characters in this series.
Yeah, that sounds about right for that brand.
So it's like the same energy of like SAO Abridged, where it's like, these people are completely fucking awful. They're fucking hilarious.
That's bullshit!
Basically, yeah, the most broken, sociopathic characters, and yet by some leaving logic, you actually made it work. Speaking of sociopathic...
Oh, boy.
This is... Yokyun Ren from Maki. This is Hakuryu's mom. Now,
Sorry,
I will say this.
Get her out of here. Get out. Now.
Isn't this the series where it's like the main weapon is called like the Emulsikia or something like that?
I don't... No.
Or am I thinking of...
Probably something else.
You said it was called Magi, right? Isn't that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this had a crossover with Monster Hunter at one point.
Maybe. But... basically, to boil it down... Hakuryu's mom is descended from the son of the devil. And the son, not the son of the devil, the daughter of the devil, who found a way to basically cheat death by reincarnating. Supposedly, Hakuryu's mom was a good person, but it never shows up. She is a demon. Like, aside from not giving a fuck about her dad, her whole goal is to bring about the end of the world. That's not a joke. She wants the world, she wants everyone to die so that she can see her dad one last time. That's it. That's it.
Fish.
I'm just gonna put her.
And I feel like that doesn't even scratch the surface.
No, but at the same time, she also died midway during the series, and then her ancestor took over.
Oh, took over her job of trying to bring just to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, generational bitch.
You speaking of generational
bitch. I'm even at
I
this
like
kind of
Sozo said anime only. Uses 2 manga panels.
Fuck you, it's his tier list.
His list,
The
his
reason
rules.
why I picked the reason why I picked the manga is legitimately because of that fucking face. But also, when it came to Soul Eater, it was just like I wanted to see how many people knew who Medusa was. But
her design was familiar. Ooh, boy.
Speaking of ooh boy.
Oh no!
Lee and Gladion's mom from Sun and Moon. Now, I have not seen the anime because I play the fucking games, but in the games, she's an absolute bitch. She is Sephiroth.
Yeah.
She is discount Sephiroth.
Yeah, nah. She's just grade A straight up bitch in the game.
Yep. And they try to
I don't
redeem her.
care about my kids.
She redeem her in the end by one line, after she's removed from discount Genova.
I mean, at least she's hot, though. Ironically, like Sephiroth.
That doesn't make it better.
Honestly, considering it's Pokemon, I do have to put her on like this because they don't actually go out of their way as to show how much of a bitch she is compared to everyone else. But yeah, she's an absolute con.
It's funny because even in Ultramoon,
They don't. She's just so one note.
Yeah.
Yeah, even in Ultra Sun and Ultramoon, she like fails again. But instead of like trying to bring over like like the Ultra Beast, it's more of a I want to get the little creature that has a move called Light That Burns the Sky.
And
Lady,
yeah, she's a bitch. But
Alright, before I just want to say one more thing. It makes it funnier that she's a bitch in the game because in the anime they try to make her a decent mom. I didn't say they succeeded.
Keyword being try.
I didn't say they succeeded.
But again, it's
tried.
Pokemon. Like, to a degree, you're not going to get... Well, maybe I should just show it. You're not going to get Ragyo Kiryuin.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I have to wonder how Lily is as sweet as she is.
Trauma.
Fine.
You already know it's cunt. You already know it's cunt. But this bitch is so, oh god. Yep. Like, lady.
Well, for starters, let's get the obvious out of the way. Who the fuck sexually assaults their
Get your
daughter?
hand out of your daughter's pants.
The fuck?
Cunt, 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 cunt.
Yep.
Are we demonetized yet?
Yep. Most likely, yeah. Yeah,
No, Smug, you know what you gotta do.
There are multiple uncomfortable scenes of her molesting Satsuki. And there is a very uncomfortable scene of her forcing Ryuko to put on a dress. Like, oh gosh, she is horrible in every regard. No redeeming qualities whatsoever.
Fucking vile.
Just vile. Yeah, she's fucking top of the line cunt. Oh my god. Yeah, let's get this bitch off the screen. Now I imagine I am also going to be the only one who knows this one. But I'm gonna be interested to see reactions. Kumiko from Kotora-san.
Nah, fuck this bitch too.
Who hasn't seen this series?
I haven't. I don't even know what it is.
I haven't seen the official series, but I did see an abridged series, and I did look up like a clip of this. No, they are pretty much one-to-one identical. Fuck this bitch.
Bro, why would you put this in my face?
Because it's a monster list, and I wanted a reaction. Anyway, so
Oh, and Arashi, before we go on, Arashi, do I hear the fucking Metroid Prime title screen from your mic?
Yes, text to speech. Don't worry about it.
So, yeah, let's get this out of the way. She pawns off her own kid onto her dad and then says, "I regret giving birth to you." And that's the last time we see of her until years later at a restaurant. And then in the last episode when she's suddenly at her home and they get all of the shit they need out of their system. So, but let's walk through this bit by bit because I've seen the original series. You have a kid who's born. For some reason, they seem to be able to read your mind. And it starts out pretty wholesome. It's just like, oh, like my kid can be able to tell what's for dinner or what's for breakfast. That's really nice. And then it starts getting a little iffy. She starts confessing secrets that can't really be that nobody really wants to be heard. Her kid starts being isolated and everything. And then the dad starts ignoring the family, and she is starting to lose it, wondering, what the fuck am I supposed to do with my kid? And then all of a sudden, both the dad and the mom are seeing other people behind each other's backs. That gets let out by the daughter, who's reading their minds. The dad just leaves out of nowhere. And then the mom takes her to a doctor, takes her to a priest, tries to go, what is wrong with my daughter? What can I do to fix her? Nothing works. One of the last times she spent with her daughter was her pissed off and alcoholic pissed off, throwing a bottle at her and realizing, oh god, I'm a terrible mother. I'm not fit to raise this kid. Cut to the end of the series, where Kotoda at this point has had an arc, and she's actually standing up to her mom and being like, look, I don't need to hear you being a mom from someone who wasn't there for most of my life and abandoned me. And then they just get all of this out of the system, and it eventually is revealed that, yeah, she wanted to be a good mom to her daughter, but one, she didn't know how to do it when her daughter's a fucking telepath, and two, she hates herself most for it, and she just continues to beat herself up over it.
Yeah, she misses the bottle throw this time.
So with all that said, I would absolutely put her in Could Be Worse.
You know,
I can agree with that.
Yeah, after hearing the argument,
yeah,
definitely Could Be Worse.
It's not her fault.
Nah, it's worse.
I'll tell you what is worse. Your mom being a fugitive that takes you on a joyride with the police chasing them. That's worse.
Yeah, you know, fair enough.
At least she had the common decency to, like, put her kid to someone else who was a better parent than her. At least that.
Awful person, you understand why they did what they did.
Yeah, awful person, not perfect. You and they understand why. But, thankfully this is an anime mom list because I would have gone, speaking of awful person, but...
I thought you were about to pull a muscle man. You know who else is worse? My mom.
I mean, the joke is already there.
We both can. Me and Sozo will weaponize our trauma.
Speaking of weaponizing trauma, Jun Kazama from Tekken.
Both of those poor kids' parents fucking suck.
No, they actually don't. They don't.
Really?
Okay,
Where am I?
Kazuya sucks as a dad.
God.
Here's the thing, though. Kazuya never wanted to be a dad, and he never wanted to be involved in his kid's life. The only time he's involved in his kid's life was when literally his kid brought the fight to him.
I was gonna say just to beat his ass.
Basically, like, Kazuya, like, the only reason Kazuya had sex with Jun...
Kazuya only cared about that grind.
Yep. The only reason Kazuya had sex with Jun was legitimately, one, because she was strong woman, and two, at that point, he thought he was gonna die. He was on a death wish, so he's just like, you know what? I'm not gonna end it here. If I die, I got some insurance. My kid will just take over. his mom is mad strong. She beat my ass once, and that was enough for me to say I'll put a baby in her. Yeah, it'll be best to put my kid, my future kid, in the hands of this woman. And it was. It was.
No.
Jun Kazama is
Jun-
grade A mom. Like, trains her kid by day, cooks for him by night, sets him down the right path. Legitimately, the whole point of Tekken 8's story is it showcases a big part of how much of a mama's boy he is.
And that his dad is a fucking sneakerhead.
Oh yeah, his dad's a asshole. This has already been well known. The difference between...
Is this before or after a massive Aztec demon came to kill them?
This is before. This is before.
Before, yes.
The fuck is Tekken?
Tekken.
Doesn't help considering who his grandpa is.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
If this was another dad's tier list, Heihachi, dude, he would have been worse because, like, I saw that comment of people. I saw that comment of just like, oh, I don't know about Heihachi, but Kazuya burned him on fire. Dude, Kazuya didn't shoot his own kid in the head. He didn't toss his kid off a fucking cliff.
You don't understand,
canon,
right?
By the way, that is actually canon. Heihachi shot fucking Jin.
So, you don't understand, right? As someone who didn't play Tekken before Tekken 7, playing, like, the beginning of the story mode, I am a child fighting an old man, getting my ass beat and thrown off a cliff.
Welcome to Tekken.
I didn't know.
Heihachi.
I knew nothing. I still know nothing. All I know is, I like Negan Tekken 7, Bear is funny, and, King is cool.
And June would be a Dami Mommy, yes.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's absolutely a Dami mommy. Yeah, you know what? I can't go above. Like, yeah, you know, she's a Dami mommy. Yeah.
Ninja was getting his ass beat and was like, "Ha, this is nostalgic."
Wow.
Well, here's the difference.
God, Mom.
That's a man beating a child.
Reminds me of my childhood.
Except different gender.
Speaking of different gender. Gloria Martinez from Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
She tried so hard.
She
Tries her
tried,
best.
it's Night City.
She tried her best.
It's Night City, that's all I have to say. It's Night City.
That's all you need to say.
Like,
All she wanted was for David to have a good life.
yeah, like, she did everything she could. She fucking stole evidence just so that she can get some money to help fund for his school. Like, I really feel like if she hadn't gotten caught in a gun show, like, she would have honestly been I think a really good mom.
She stole experimental Arasaka tech from the black market for her son.
Yep.
If I you a mom that can do that.
Not even for her son. It was to pawn it. It was to pawn it off to the Edge Runners and then give the money to her son. Because that was the whole plot point in like episode 3, right? It was that.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, that was the whole plot point in episode 3, where like Main was like, "Yeah, you fucking stole my goddamn Sandevistan."
My Sandevistan.
My Sandevistan. It's just like look, I didn't know it was yours, but.
Yeah,
So I would say, like, honestly,
good mama.
good mama.
Very good.
Good mama. Good mama. Good mama.
Fun fact, Main would have died if he used it.
I imagine,
Yeah.
this is...
Bro was already chromed.
Yeah. This one... Okay, there was, like, one episode with her in the show. But this episode was famous in the anime community for quite a bit of time, and I imagine when I tell you, you will already know if you don't know by the picture. Last one for tonight. This is the mom from Violet Evergarden.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So, while this does technically, you can technically say the violation rules. The fact
Never
that,
seen it?
The fact that the show has a full-fledged episode dedicated to her and her kid, I really feel like she deserves a place on this list. So throughout the story, yeah, she is a good mom in bed, but ayo.
Ew.
She
Ew.
she is a good bedroom mom.
Fucking ill.
But when Violet comes by, ultimately it seems like all of her attention is just with the auto memory doll. She doesn't really pay too much attention with her daughter. And she dies. A year goes by. Gets a letter from her mom about asking how you doing, happy birthday, like, how's life going? The next year after that, gets another letter from her mom. Year after that, another letter from her mom. A year after that, letter from her mom, to the point where she is an adult woman, still getting letters from her mom. The reveal being that Violet has been writing several letters for her daughter that were to be mailed to her every year on her birthday. Without a doubt, this is a good mom.
This is a very good mama.
Very good mom, absolutely.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Mm.
This was a very
What?
good look.
Yeah. It was such a bittersweet
Yeah.
thing to
A lot
end
of
until
a lot of extremes with really good moms and really bad moms.
Oh, yeah.
You fuck
Well, I
everybody on the
only
bottom.
have one last thing to say.
Slap that ass, mother. Slap that ass.
Honestly, I'm just surprised we found two people worse than a literal slut.
and it's two of us who literally experiment on their children.
One, like, honestly, yeah, now you say that, both of them experimented on their children and used their children.
It just, God, fuck it. Yes, the hell with those two.
Yeah.
We have angry white woman. Gosh, second bitches. No.
Yeah. But yeah, that was... I really do feel like either next week or the week after, I kind of want to come back to this with more anime. Like, next time, I think we should do this as a pattern for anime dads.
Yes.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. I already got, like some of the entries I've seen are already good. I don't know. I feel like considering how we did this time, I don't know, like, because I think, if I recall, yeah, this is, like, I think 28 picks. I don't know if we should keep it at 28 or if we should add more. But I feel like 28 is a good number.
I mean, I'm fine with 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
I'm glad you all appreciated that string of buttons.
Are you a fighting game player?
Slap that ass.
We told you several times! Core 4 circle! What button? Circle!
Dude, that's me trying to learn, like, a character in Guilty Gear where it's like, what the fuck is this input?
That's not core circle, it's half moon circle.
Yeah, like half...
That's bullshit!
half circle, back, forward, square to do
Fucking
Buster. All right, and that's if you're doing normal Potemkin Buster. Cara can't. Fuck that.
All right, which one of you jumped? I heard Potemkin.
I still don't know why the fuck they buffed the damage on that.
I saw that hash notes. He's like, "Oh fuck you mean that damage?"
Fuck you mean increased damage?
Well, what you gonna do the whole bar?
Chip's already barely surviving.
Guess what I have on the board now?
What?
Oh
God.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like I
So a bunch of weapons named Chip.
honestly, I feel like I should get you the modded version of what I got, Smug. Just the can we get much higher? So high. Everything! Potemkin! Buster!
So, there's only one character in the game, right, who would take more damage, theoretically, from that. That is Asuka without mana. And I experimented with this at a friend's house.
Yeah.
If Asuka has no mana, you can one-shot him with Slayer. If you hit him with the Last Horizon, like 100-meter super, dead. Dead.
Why though? Because he's Slayer, damn it.
He's Slayer, and it's Asuka without mana. He's gonna get dunked on more than your granddad in a wheelchair.
First mistake was running out of
Exactly. I also wonder if he could one-shot Chip. I'll have to test that.
Who hasn't one-shot Chip by breathing on him?
I can get it to actually. Fuck! Why do I have to work it till 9 the next 2 days? Fuck!
Alright, but I'm gonna go ahead and hop off.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yes! Mom! I mean, yeah.
That was me basically like the first half of this fucking tier list.
Mhm.
And then we realized, oh shit, we're getting serious.
Yes. Look, alright, I have a typo. Fuck.
No! That shit is
That shit ain't mine!
That's your mine!
Do you suffer from a lack of a father figure? Do you have clinical depression?
Fucking muffin! Fucking muffin! Fucking muffin!
Great industry.
Fucking muffins!
Can you stop being a bitch for a minute?
What the fuck is that?
Stand there, shit! Fuck! God damn it, I'm fucking mad! Stop that ass, motherfucker!
Mating press.
I didn't say I'm above being a hypocrite.
Anyways, I'm gonna dip. It's near
no,
lunchtime.
I've got school tomorrow. I wanna fucking die.
Fucking muffins!
Anyway. But anyway, that's gonna do it. Yeah, I've been liking this, so, I feel like either next week or the week after might come back to, another anime tier list. Yeah, thank you all so much for joining me and whatnot. Feel free to check me out on YouTube and everything. If you want to support me financially, on ko-fi.com/theartsocialshow, I have a goal set up right now where I am intending to try selling my art. So I want to get started on that, and I put up a starting goal for that, so if you want to help me out with that, that'd be really great. Don't have to, but I really appreciate it. Other than that, you can check me out on Cara, you can check me out on Artstation. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me, and I'm gonna take off, so yeah, take care till then. Peace.